So today was like my last real day of high school, which is kind of weird to process everything right now because it's a lot. Like, I just never have to go to school again. I've been going to school for the past 12 years, and just to today be like, oh, it's the last official day. But for today to be like, oh yeah, it's over. That's just like, it's crazy to me because I'm never gonna have to go back to school. I remember since kindergarten, I used to like cry, like when I used to go to school. Like my hatred for school started back then. It was like preschool, I guess. And I used to, like, before school, like in the car on the way to school, I used to just cry because I hated it. I didn't want to go. I just wanted to stay home. And obviously I don't do that anymore. I stopped that in like preschool, but I just never liked school. And now I have reasons for not liking school. I see the flaws in the system. Back then I just didn't like school not to like it. I didn't have anything to back it up. I just didn't like it. But now it's just like I'm done. So I kind of need a plan with my life. Freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year of high school, I worked at a grocery store making minimum wage, and it sucked. I hated that job, but I stacked up my bread and I was able to start reselling. So I just did that for a while, and I did it on the side until it came to the point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this as my job because I hate that grocery store. I hated that store so much. So I was like, you know what, I'm making money reselling. I'm going to switch to reselling full time, which I did. So I did that junior year, and then part of this year when I kind of just stopped and started making YouTube videos and trying to find something else to do. But reselling worked great. And for the time being, it was great money. I just can't make a real living off that, but it was great at the time. And I feel like last year I peaked with money, I guess, in reselling because I was doing really well last year, especially for reselling. And my biggest fear is like being that kid that peaked in high school, which I don't think is going to happen because I have these like bigger goals for myself. So I won't let that happen, but I just see a lot of people peaking in high school, and that's something that scared me so much because I know I'm not going to college, so I don't want to be like the hometown hero, like the kid that doesn't really do anything, but I'm moving out anyways. But like I said, like I don't know what my plan is because I was reselling, and then I kind of started thinking, I was like, okay, I need to do something. So I'm trying to do real estate. This summer I'm going to finish up the course. Well, I finished the course. This summer I'm going to take the test, get my license. But after that, I don't really know what to do. I have no direction with my life. So that's why I'm kind of making this video today, because it's literally the last day of high school, last day of school, which I feel like it won't hit me until the fall that I'll really be like, wow, I'm not going back to school. But I'm very happy, and I feel like I've had a good 4 years of high school. My high school experience has been valid. COVID hit freshman year, but I made the best out of COVID. I actually liked COVID. I was making money during COVID, so I don't care what anyone says. Everyone was buying during COVID, so I was selling a lot of shoes like during quarantine, and I don't know, I just liked it. Not going to school for 2 months. That was probably why I liked it, just because I didn't have to go to school. Because I don't know. It's not that I don't like school. I just don't like the people there. I feel like they're all like low quality people, like low value people. Because I'll be like sitting in class and they'll only be talking about like where they're going to college and like frats and all that stuff. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, because it's just like the lineup of interests aren't there. Like, I feel like I'm on like another level. Or not another level. I just feel like I'm doing something completely different than all these other kids, which I am. So it's kind of hard to find someone that's like actually on the same path as me. Which, shout out Jesse, you're watching this video. If you are, he's on the same path as me. So he's like the only person from my school that actually like, I guess, wants to do something different, because everyone else is doing the same thing. So it's kind of hard to relate to like anyone. But yeah, now it's kind of like I'm off on my own. I got to make YouTube work eventually. So that guy's staring at me. He's probably like, why is this kid recording in my car? I tried to record this when I was driving and my camera kept like falling off the dashboard. So that's why I'm parked now. But oh yeah, back to the point. I feel like my high school experience was great. So COVID, I made the most out of it. I had my friend group and stuff, and I still do, but I feel like it's shrunken a lot because like a lot of people are just, how do I put this? A lot of people aren't like people I like. So I kind of like cut a lot of people off, especially last year and this year, because ever since I started making YouTube videos, like a lot of people, even my friends, made fun of me. They're like, that's so cringy, don't do that. And I'm like, I enjoy making videos. So I was like, okay, dope. Like, I don't really care. Like, that's not your prerogative to make fun of me for. And I thought we were boys. Like, if one of my boys started a YouTube channel, I'd be in full support of him. If one of my boys started doing like, unless it's something harmful, like if he's like vaping or like smoking or something, like anyone that I know that does that, I constantly rip on them for that. I constantly like tell them like quit the vape, quit the vape, quit the vape, if it's someone I actually care about. So like if anyone's doing like a positive hobby, like starting a YouTube channel, or like picking up like learning a new sport, or like going to the gym for the first time, like I'm in support of that. So like when like my boys, or not my boys, like some friends were like making fun of me for doing that, and making a change in my life, I was like, okay, you guys aren't really my boys, so cut them out. My friend group has shrunk a lot. Like there's only like, I only really have like 5 good friends. So, the group shrunk a lot, and I'm not complaining about it because, I haven't even really hung out with anyone recently just because I've been focused on trying to do something. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm starting up an Amazon FBA store this summer, which is going to be difficult because I've never done anything like that before. So right now I'm trying to find suppliers and find a winning product that I can, succeed with. But Amazon's pretty hard. There's also another business model I'm thinking about trying this summer. Actually 2, if Amazon doesn't work out well for me. But I know I can't just stop giving up on one thing. I can't just start switching over and like doing this, doing that. I need to stick with one because I know I will be successful in one realm. But I just got to keep sticking to it. So to the point though, my experience was good. I just haven't really hung out with people as much as I used to because I guess now I'm more focused. And this summer, I don't know, I'm gonna take a road trip this summer. I'm gonna make videos about that. I'm taking a road trip this summer, but I feel like this summer is more just gonna be work, like every day. As much as I can, I'm gonna be working, filming videos for you guys, and just working on building the Amazon FBA store because I don't really have like another option. Most of my money's burnt up, tied in assets right now. I mean, I could sell the stuff, but I got to find a way to actually make money. I need a high income skill. I need like a literal skill set, which, could be Amazon. It could be something else. Video creation and editing, I consider a skill, but I'm not getting paid for any of this yet. So I just feel like I need a way to make money, and, I'm out of high school. I'm not even going to be out of high school. I'm out of high school. So I kind of either need like some sufficient form of income, or I'll like die, I guess, because I kind of need money to live. In the last video I talked about money can't buy happiness, or no, I said money can buy happiness because it can, but everyone says money can't buy happiness. But money can buy happiness because like money like can have you survive. Like you can't survive without money. You can't buy food, you can't buy water. Like I'm drinking this water right here. We're almost out actually. This water's really good. Oh, I just spilled it? Oh, no, I didn't. Poland spring water. Best water around. But yeah, I feel like my high school experience, I said this like 6 times. I feel like my high school experience was great. There's just a lot of people I don't like at my school. So there's like senior week activities and stuff. But I'm just going to like strictly work and just film videos for you guys. Do what I actually want to do. Because like I said, there's only like a small amount of people at my school that I actually like. But right now, I guess you could say I'm unemployed, out of high school, kind of bumming around, I guess, because it's my last day. I've been out of high school for like 3.5 hours now. So I guess you could say I'm high school, like I'm a bum now because I'm not doing anything with my life. Actually, I haven't even graduated yet. I haven't graduated yet. That's actually true. I feel like it's so stupid because they put my graduation like 2 weeks from now because I don't know. I just want to be over with it because I have all these like stupid activities and like graduation practices, ceremonies, all these things I have to attend. And it's just like, I want to be out of school. Like when you say I'm out of school, like today's my last day of school, like I don't want to step foot back in that building for anything. So, yeah, high school has been great. It's just been an experience. I've definitely grown a lot from it because I've met people, people have come into my life, people have come out of my life. I found out like more who I am as a person from when I stepped in freshman year. And I guess that's good. That's a good thing. I'm growing. I started going to the gym more frequently. I don't go every day, but I go a lot. And I like working out. I found new passions in high school. I've met new friends. So overall, it's been good. Now I just got to figure out like a direction to go with in my life, because I might go into sales, I might do real estate, which is kind of sales. YouTube, when this pops off, this can be my job, because I would love this to be my job. I just don't have any viewers right now. Amazon FBA, or another business model which I can't talk about because I have absolutely no knowledge on it, but just something I was considering, something with another thing with videos. But yeah, it's kind of my options right now, at least for the time being, because nothing's permanent. Like, I'm not going to have these things permanently. A lot of these jobs and side hustles, I guess you could call them, they're not permanent. I don't want to be doing this stuff my entire life. I do have other plans. Actually, this is weird, but I don't really know how I can make it work, because I was thinking about doing it like now, starting a business where I like make and sell jewelry and like open up a store, or just like resell the jewelry, but like I can't really scale it. Even if you're making it, you can't really scale it unless you're one of the top dogs. If you're like in the Diamond District of New York, you're not really big. Like, I feel like you can't make like millions and millions off of it. I mean, you can. I'm not saying anything's impossible, but I just feel like it's a lot harder to scale. But in my future, when I have more capital and when I'm more like settled later in my life, I do want to open up a jewelry store, do something with that business, because I like it. I like gold. It's just something that interests me. So I want to do something like that. I want to do something for kids. I want to do like speeches and stuff eventually, like later in my life, when I'm successful and I have something to show for myself. If you guys are watching this video in like 5 years and I'm successful, that's dope, because I don't really know if I need to do speeches, because I'll be documenting everything through these videos. So right now I'm just kind of stuck. I don't really know what to do, but we're figuring it out. I'm chilling right now. Nothing really bad is happening. Like, I haven't really had anything like bad, and I'm not saying I want anything bad to happen, but life's been pretty good so far, my entire life. Like, obviously there's been ups and downs, but for the overall, up until this point, especially with high school, it's been pretty good. It's definitely been fun. Looking back on it all, I didn't really like it, but it's just like a lot of the things that happened that weren't at school, like with my friends, or just like even things that did happen when I was at school, like with my friends, or like funny moments in class. Like, that's what I like. That's what I'll remember. A lot of the education that I learned, I already forgot. Probably because I didn't apply myself. I feel like I probably should have applied myself maybe. But, I have these other plans, and I have like other, paths I'm going down. Like, I don't really need physics to, go into sales. So a lot of the stuff I just let myself forget, because I just don't see a need in it. But at the same time, we did have this business class. Today was the last day of business class. I've had that teacher for 3 years. And as opposed to a lot of other business teachers that don't do anything and just read about how to make a business, this teacher actually had a business, and he has us do activities and create like businesses and, do pitches, like elevator pitches up in the front of class for public speaking. He's unlike any other teacher, to be honest. I feel like a lot of these teachers, like, there's this one teacher, oh my God. He teaches like kids how to invest, but he just like reads on how to invest. He's not a millionaire. He's some broke teacher that works at a high school, telling kids how to invest their money, when obviously if he knew how to invest his money, he wouldn't be working at the high school teaching people. Like, so, he's not rich. But this other teacher, he literally teaches, he comes in for like just that class, or like 2 classes. He'll teach in the morning for like 2 classes, then he can go home, because he only goes in to teach business class because that's what he enjoys. He wants to help out the youth. And I feel like a lot of teachers just teach and they don't actually like practice. Like, I don't want to learn to swim from someone that doesn't know how to swim and just read how to swim. I want to learn from someone that knows how to swim. So I just feel like there was a lot of wasted time in high school too. So much wasted time, actually, like beyond, oh my God, the amount of wasted time was crazy, because I'd be sitting on my phone doing absolutely nothing, but like a lot of the time it was just like 5-minute chunks here, 5-minute chunks there. So I couldn't really get work done during that period of time. Oh, there's a Porsche coming up. Ooh. That'll be me in a few years. Like I said, I don't really want a Porsche. I want a Lambo. I want a Ferrari. I want a Ferrari. I do want a Lambo, but Ferrari's my top car. Ferrari, Hellcat. Oh, that's kind of it. I don't really even like cars. I'm not even going to lie. I don't even know what I was talking about after I saw that Porsche. I started thinking about Ferraris, 812 super fast. Oh man, I want one. I'll have one though. And I know money doesn't mean everything. Just because if I have an 812 super fast doesn't mean I'll enjoy my life. But if I have an 812 super fast, like I'd be whipping down the road, depressed or whatever the problem is. Like I'd rather be sad whipping in my 812 super fast than whipping in my 2010 Honda Accord. I love this bad boy. This thing's getting me through. High school's been pretty easy. If you guys are going into high school, don't stress. Obviously take it seriously. Don't bum around unless you have like a plan, which, a lot of people don't. So that's why I say don't bum around, because, I wasn't bumming around. Like, I kind of had known that I wasn't going to go to college and I wanted to do something else, but I did try to like take the things I've learned from every single class and like apply them to my life. But it isn't really that hard. Like I basically do no homework. I'm in all like CP classes, which is like the basic class. I actually do really well. So yeah, I think I do really well in school. A lot of people are surprised because they're like, you put no effort into school, which I really don't. But there's kids that have lower grades than me that actually try. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm smart when I apply myself, but if I haven't made a video like this before. But yeah, I just want to share this with you guys because I feel like it's something important in my life that I'm going to want to look back on. So right now, I don't really have a set in stone plan. I do want to go on a road trip in the fall, so I'm going to need some money for that. So hopefully my Amazon store will be up by then, making some money, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to sit here and just talk anymore. I don't want to waste you guys' time. And I know you guys probably aren't watching this like right now in the moment, 2023. But I know like when I am more successful, you guys will go back and watch this video and realize that like I'm just like everyone else. I'm not some special person. I'm not someone that did anything crazy. I'm just some kid that like doesn't want to go to college and hates school. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Anyone that's watching this, I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.